This play is sponsored by the California Civil Liberties Public Education Program, a state-funded grant project of the California State Library.
Now, LA Theatre Works continues our production of Master Harold and the Boys by Athol Fugard.
4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Let me try, Sam.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Good. But just a little bit quicker on the turn, and only move into her after she's crossed over.
Right.
What about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Much better. Now you see what happens when you just relax and enjoy yourself? Remember that in 2 weeks' time, and you'll be all right.
But I haven't got partner, Boat Sam.
Maybe Hilda will turn up tonight.
No, Boat Sam. I gave her a good hiding.
You mean a bad one?
A good bad one.
Then you mustn't complain either. Now you pay the price for losing your temper.
I also pay £2, 10 shillings entrance fee.
They'll refund you if you withdraw now.
You mean don't dance?
Yes.
No. I wait too long and practice too hard. If I find me new partner, you think I can be ready in 2 weeks? I ask Madam for leave now, and we practice every day.
Quick step non-stop for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
World record, Willie. But you'll be mad at the end.
No jokes, Boat Sam.
I'm not joking.
So then what?
Fine, Hilda. Say you're sorry and promise you won't beat her again.
No.
Then withdraw and try again next year.
No.
Then I give up.
I can't, Boat Sam. You can't.
What do you mean I can't? I'm telling you, I give up.
No. It was you who started me ballroom dancing.
So?
Before that, I used to be happy. And it's you and Miriam who bring me to Hilda and say, here's partner for you.
What are you saying, Willie?
You.
But me what? To blame?
Yes.
Willie.
And now all you do is make jokes at me.
Oh.
You wait. When Miriam leaves you, it is my turn to laugh. Ha, ha, ha.
She can leave me tonight. I know what to do. Madam, may I have the pleasure? Just a fellow with his pillow, dancing like a willow in the autumn breeze.
There you go again.
In the autumn
Boat
breeze.
Sam?
Just a fellow with... Oh, that's the answer to your problem. Judge's announcement in 2 weeks' time. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner in the open section, Mr. Willie Molopo and his pillow.
I'll get you for this, Sam.
For Christ's sake, you two!
I don't know you, Sam.
Oh, sorry, Willie, sorry.
Sam! Willie!
That ruler stings, Master Hally.
How the hell am I supposed to concentrate with the two of you behaving like bloody children?
Hit him too.
Shut up, Willie.
He started jokes again.
Get back to your work, you two, Sim. Do you want another one, Willie? Suppose a customer had walked in then, or the park superintendent, and seen the two of you behaving like a pair of hooligans. That would have been the end of my mother's license, you know, and your jobs. Well, this is the end of it. From now on, there will be no more of your ballroom nonsense in here. This is a business establishment, not a bloody New Brighton dancing school. I've been far too lenient with the two of you. But what really makes me bitter is that I allow you chaps a little freedom and here when business is bad, and what do you do with it? The foxtrot. Especially you, Sam. There's more to life than trotting around a dance floor, and I thought at least you knew it.
It's a harmless pleasure, Hally. It doesn't hurt anybody.
It's also a rather simple one, you know.
You reckon so? Have you ever tried?
Of course not.
Why don't you? No.
What do you mean, me dance?
Yes. I'll show you a simple step. The waltz. Then you try it.
What will that prove?
That it might not be as easy as you think.
I didn't say it was easy. I said it was simple, like in simple-minded, meaning mentally retarded. You can't exactly say it challenges the intellect.
It does other things.
Yeah, such as?
Make people happy.
So do American cream sodas with ice cream. For God's sake, Sam, you're not asking me to take ballroom dancing serious, are you?
Yes.
Oh, well, so much for trying to give you a decent education. I've obviously achieved nothing.
You still haven't told me what's wrong with admiring something that's beautiful and then trying it yourself.
Nothing. But we happen to be talking about a foxtrot, not a thing of beauty.
But that is just what I'm saying. If you were to see two champions doing, two masters of the art.
Oh, God, I give up. So now it's also art?
Yeah.
There's a limit, Sam. Don't confuse art and entertainment.
So then, what is art?
You want a definition?
Yeah.
Philosophers have been trying to do that for centuries. What is art? What is life? But basically, I suppose it's the giving of meaning to matter.
Nothing to do with beautiful?
It goes beyond that. It's the giving of form to the formless.
Yeah, well, maybe it's not art. But I still say it's beautiful.
I'm sure the word you mean to use is entertaining.
No, beautiful. And if you want proof, come along to the Centenary Hall in New Brighton in 2 weeks' time.
What for? I've seen the two of you prancing around in here often enough.
Oh, this isn't the real thing, Hally. We're just playing around in here.
So I can use my imagination.
And what do you get?
A lot of people dancing around and having a so-called good time.
That all?
Well, basically it is that, surely.
No, it isn't. Your imagination hasn't helped you at all. There's a lot more to it than that. We're getting ready for the championships, Hally, not just another dance. There's going to be a lot of people, all right, and they're going to be having a good time. But they'll only be spectators, sitting around and watching. It's just the competitors out there on the dance floor. Party decorations, fancy lights all around the walls, and ladies in beautiful evening dresses.
My mother's got one of those, Sam, and quite frankly, it's an embarrassment every time she wears it.
Your imagination left out the excitement. Oh, yes. The finalists are not going to be out there just to have a good time. One of those couples will be the 1950 Eastern Province champions. And your imagination left out the music.
Mr. Elijah Gladman Gusana and his orchestral jazzonians.
The sound of the big band, Hally. Trombone, trumpet, tenor and alto sax. And then finally, your imagination also left out the climax of the evening. When the dancing is finished, the judges have stopped whispering amongst themselves, and the master of ceremony collects their scorecards and goes up to the stage to announce the winners.
All right, so you make it sound like a bit of a do. It's an occasion. Satisfied?
So then, you admit that?
Emotionally, yes. Intellectually, no.
Well, I don't know what you mean by that. All I'm telling you is that it is going to be the event of the year in New Brighton. It's been sold out for 2 weeks already. There's only standing room left. We've got competitors coming from King Williamstown, East London, Port Alfred.
Tell me a bit more.
I thought you were not interested intellectually.
I've got my reasons.
What do you want to know?
It takes place every year.
Yes, but only every third year in New Brighton. It's East London's turn to have the championships next year.
Which I suppose makes it an even more significant event.
Aha! We're getting somewhere, huh? Our occasion is now a significant event.
I wonder.
What?
I wonder if I would get away with it.
But what?
Where's my book? Write 500 words describing an annual event of cultural or historical significance. Would I be stretching poetic license a little too far if I called your ballroom championships a cultural event?
You mean...
You think we could get 500 words out of it, Sam?
Victor Sylvester has written a whole book on ballroom dancing.
You're going to write about it, Master Hally?
Yes, gentlemen, that is precisely what I am considering doing. Old Doc Bromley, he's my English teacher, is going to argue with me, of course. He doesn't like natives. But I will point out to him that in strict anthropological terms, the culture of a primitive black society includes its dancing and singing. To put my thesis in a nutshell, the war dance has been replaced by the waltz, but it still amounts to the same thing, the release of primitive emotions through movement. Shall we give it a go?
I'm ready.
Me also.
This'll teach the old bugger a lesson. Right, let's get ourselves organized. I think you've given me enough general atmosphere, Sim, but to build the tension and suspense, I need facts.
Give him the facts, Watson.
What you call the climax, how many finalists?
6 couples.
Go on, give me the picture.
Spectators seated right around the hall.
And it's a full house.
At one end on the stage, Gladman and his orchestral Jazzonians. At the other end is a long table with 3 judges. The 6 finalists go onto the dance floor and take up their positions. When they are ready and the spectators have settled down, the master of ceremonies goes to the microphone. To start with, he makes some jokes to get the people laughing.
Oh, good touch. Creating a relaxed atmosphere which will change to one of tension and drama as the climax is approached.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come now to the great moment you have all been waiting for this evening. The finals of the 1950 Eastern Province Open Ballroom Championships. But first, let me introduce the finalists. Mr. and Mrs. Welcome to Chabalala from King Williamstown.
Is when the people clap their hands and make a lot of noise, Master Hally.
Mr. Mulligan in Chekelani and Miss Nomsley in Kona Yene from Grahamstown. Mr. and Mrs. Norman in Chinga from Port Alfred. Mr. Fats Bocalone and Miss Dina Plahacheres from East London.
Boo.
Mr. Sifo Dugu and Mrs. Mabel Magada from Pidi. And from New Brighton, our very own Mr. Willie Malapo and Miss Hilda Samuels.
Relaxed and ready to romance.
Now the applause dies down. When everybody is silent, Gladman lifts up his sax, nods at the orchestral Jazzonians.
Play the jukebox, please, Watson.
I also only got bus fare, Willie.
Hold it, everybody. How much is in the till, Sim?
3 shillings, Hally. Your mom counted it before she left.
Sorry, Willie. You know how she carried on the last time I did it. We'll just have to pool our combined imaginations and hope for the best. Back to work. How are the points scored, Sim?
Maximum of 10 points each for individual style, deportment, rhythm, and general appearance.
Must I start?
Hold it for a second, Willie. And penalties.
For what?
For doing something wrong. Say you stumble or bump into somebody. Do they take off any points?
Hally!
When you're dancing, if you and your partner collide into another couple.
Oh, God. If me and Miriam bump into you and Hilda. Oh, Hally. Hally.
Why? What did I say?
There's no collisions out there, Hally. Nobody trips or stumbles or bumps into anybody else. That's what the moment is all about. To be one of those finalists on that dance floor is like being in a dream about a world in which accidents don't happen.
Jesus, Sim, that's beautiful.
I'm starting.
Yeah, of course it is. That's what I've been trying to say to you all afternoon. And it's beautiful because that is what we want life to be like. But instead, like you said, Hally, we're bumping into each other all the time. Look at the 3 of us this afternoon. I've bumped into Willie. The 2 of us have bumped into you. You've bumped into your mother. She's bumping into your dad. None of us knows the steps, and there's no music playing. And it doesn't stop with us. The whole world is doing it all the time. Open a newspaper, and what do you read? America has bumped into Russia. England is bumping into India. Rich man bumps into poor man. Those are big collisions, Hally. They make for a lot of bruises. People get hurt in all that bumping, and we're sick and tired of it now. It's been going on for a long time. Are we never going to get it right? Learn to dance life like champions instead of always being just a bunch of beginners at it.
You've got a vision, Sim.
Not just me. What I'm saying to you is that everybody's got it. That's why there's only standing room left in the centenary hall in 2 weeks' time. For as long as the music lasts, we are going to see 6 couples get it right, the way we want life to be.
But is that the best we can do, Sim? Watch 6 finalists dreaming about the way it should be?
I don't know, but it starts with that. Without the dream, we won't know what we're going for. And anyway, I reckon there are a few people who have got past just dreaming about it and are trying to do something real. Remember that thing we read once in the newspaper about Mahatma Gandhi? Going without food to stop those riots in India?
You're right. He certainly was trying to teach the people to get the steps right.
And the Pope?
Yes, he's another one. Our old General Smoots as well. He's also out there dancing. You know, Sim, when you come to think of it, that's what the United Nations boils down to. A dancing school for politicians.
And let's hope they learn.
You're right. We mustn't despair. Maybe there is some hope for mankind after all. Keep it up, Willie. Oh, this is a lot bigger than I thought. Oh, so what have we got? Yes, our title. A World Without Collisions.
That sounds good. A world without collision.
Subtitle. Global Politics on the Dance Floor. I know, a bit too heavy, hey? What about ballroom dancing as a political vision?
St. George's Park, Tirham. Yes, madam. Hally, it's your mum.
Oh, God, yes, I'd forgotten all about that. Shit. Remember my words, Sim. Just when you're enjoying yourself, someone or something will come along and wreck everything.
You haven't heard what she's got to say yet.
A public telephone?
No.
Does she sound happy or unhappy?
I couldn't tell. She's waiting, Hally.
Hello, Mum. No, everything's okay here. I'm just doing my homework. What's your news? You've what? Yes, I'm still here. Oh, well, I give up now. Why did you do it, Mum? Well, I just hope you know what you've let us in for. I said I hope you know what you've let us in for! This is the end of the peace and quiet we've been having. Where is he? He can't hear us from in there. But for God's sake, Mum, what happened? I told you to be firm with him. Then you and the nurses should have held him down, taken his crutches away. I know only too well he's my father. I am not being disrespectful, but I am sick and tired of emptying sinking chamber pots full of phlegm and piss. Yes, I do! When you're not there, he asks me to do it. If you really want to know the truth, that's why I've got no appetite for my food. Yes, there's a lot of things you don't know about. For your information, I still haven't got that science textbook I need. You know why? He borrowed the money you gave me for it. Because I didn't want to start another fight between you two. He says that every time. All right, Mum. Then just remember to start hiding your bag away again, because he'll be at your purse before long for money, for booze. And when he's well enough to come down here, you better keep an eye on the till as well, because that is also going to develop a leak. Then don't complain to me when he starts his old tricks. Yes, you do. I get it from you on one side and from him on the other, and it makes life hell for me. I am not going to be the peacemaker anymore. I'm warning you now, when the two of you start fighting again, I'm leaving home. Mum, if you start crying, I'm going to put down the receiver. Okay? Okay, Mum, I heard you. No, because I don't want to. I will see him when I get home. Mum. Welcome home, chum. No, what's that? Oh, don't be silly, Dad. You being home is just about the best news in the world. I bet you are. You're bloody depressing there with everybody going on about their ailments, hey? How you feeling? Good. Oh, here as well, pal. You're calming down cats and dogs out there. Yeah, that's right. Just a day for a kip and a toss in your old Uncle Ned. Oh, everything's just hunky-dory on my side, Dad. Well, to start with, there's a nice pile of comics for you on the counter. Yes, old Kemple brought them in. Batman and Robin, Tarzan. Yeah, just your cup of tea. I will. Yes, we'll spin a few yarns tonight. Okay, chum. See you in a little while. No, I promise I'll come straight home. Mum. Okay, I'll lock up now. What? Oh, the brandy. Yes, I'll remember. I'll put it in my suitcase now, for God's sake. I know well enough what will happen if he doesn't get it. I was kind to him, Mum. I didn't say anything nasty. Okay. Bye.
That sounded like a bad bump, Hally.
Mind your own business, Sim.
Sorry. I wasn't trying to interfere. Shall we carry on, Hally?
This is LA Theatre Works' production of Master Harold and the Boys by Athol Fugard. Our story continues next time on LA Theatre Works.
This play is sponsored by the California Civil Liberties Public Education Program, a state-funded grant project of the California State Library.